everyone, welcome to Photoplay's YouTube channel and welcome back to Tuesdays with Tina. My name's Tina Smith and today I'm super excited to share with you a project using the Holiday Pies die set. This is made for, I would say, Thanksgiving holiday, but not just Thanksgiving holiday because you can use it all year round. I think it's great for summertime picnics. I think it's great for Thanksgiving Day pies, Christmas pies, you name it. Today we're going to make a 4th of July card using this die set. I'm also going to be using the nested pennant die set. I love the stitch detail on here. We're going to do some layering with this. And for my greeting, we're going to be using the Say It With Stamps Celebrate die set. This is a 2-piece die set that has a beautiful scripty Celebrate, and then it also has the shadow or outline of the Celebrate, and we'll be using this for our greeting. So let's jump in and start by doing a little bit of die cutting. Since we're making a 4th of July card, we're going all out 4th of July color. So we have red, white, and blue. I have 2 different shades of red and then 2 different shades of blue because I want the contrast between the pies and also my background. With the nested pennant die set, we're going to create a background with the second largest with a darker red cardstock. Okay, with a light blue cardstock, I'm going to take one size next to that, and we'll die cut this out. I have a piece of white cardstock that we're going to use for the smallest, and then I'm going to be using the white cardstock also for the shadow of the Celebrate. We're going to die cut out the Celebrate with white cardstock also. Okay, we have some glitter cardstock, and I'm going to be die cutting out our pies next. We're going to make a side view pie here. Now I'm going to die cut this out 2 times on glitter cardstock. I want a nice shiny pie tin, and so we're going to die cut this out twice with this. And then I have a lighter red cardstock and a darker blue. We'll die cut this pie out once with each one of these. And then I'm going to take some craft cardstock. This happens to be, I love this craft cardstock. If you like Nina Desert Storm, you're going to love this craft cardstock. This is the My Colors cardstock and it's craft. I'm going to die cut out 2 pie tops and then 2 crust. And with the crust die, I'm also going to die cut out some foam. We're going to pop up one of the crusts. So we'll use this on our foam also. Okay, we'll put those aside, and then while we're die cutting, now I want to customize the color of my greeting, so I have another piece of white cardstock. I'm going to quickly use some alcohol markers. I have some reds and blues. With my lightest, I'm going to add some color to the very bottom. And then I'm going to add my middle color. And this doesn't have to be perfect because when you die cut this out, it actually looks really pretty. So I have these 3 colors. I'm just going to blend them together. Maybe a little. So I have those 3 colors here. Okay, and then I'm going to leave a little gap, and then I'm going to do my red. So I'll add my lightest red here at the very bottom. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. We'll add our middle color. And then we'll add our darkest at the very bottom. And then we'll add our darkest. And then I go back with my light and just blend them all together. And our paper for our greeting that says Celebrate is good to go. So I'm going to die cut this out like so. And I am going to die cut it out again with white cardstock. We're going to layer a couple together for a little bit of dimension. So I have a bit of die cutting to do. I'm going to run everything through my die cut machine and I will be right back. I have everything die cut out. In fact, when I was creating my pennant banners, I went back in with white cardstock and created one size larger. So we have 4 pennant banners in these colors. I thought that would look really nice. What we're going to do is just go ahead and use our glue, and we're going to go ahead and glue all of these together right now. The nice thing about using glue is you can have a little wiggle room when getting them straight. So that's my background. Once our banner is done, we're going to tack that down to the front of an A2 size card bases. Now, Photoplay paper has some A2 pre-scored card bases, but for today's card, I wanted a top folding card base. So I'm going to adhere this to the very front, and I'll just use my glue for that. After we have this adhered, we're going to work on our greeting next. Now, I die cut out an extra 2 celebrates and stack them together, just so we have a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to add some glue behind this, and we're going to tack it down to our white shadow. I'm going to use an acrylic block just to help that adhere to the shadow. Now for my pie, I do want to toasty up the crust here. So for that, I'm going to bring in a blending brush and some brown ink. I'm going to bring in my craft mat here, and we're just going to add some color to the upper edges of our pie. And then I'm also going to do the pie crust on the very top section. We're going to go ahead and take these 2 pieces. I'm going to trim away the pie tin bottom of these on both of these. So now we just have the pie top, and then I'm going to use my glue, and we're going to secure this right over the top here. I'll do the same with our red. Once we have these adhered, I did die cut out one of our pie crusts with foam. We're going to put this over to the side with our card base. I'm going to add glue to the very top of it, and then we're going to add just one of our pie crusts to this. We're going to overlap both of our pie crusts, so I need one that has a little more dimension than the bottom one. Using some small foam squares, I'm going to add some small foam squares to the upper portion of our pie crust. I'll remove the release paper, and then at the bottom of the pie crust I'm going to add glue. Okay, we'll take this and layer this right over the top of our pie. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with this pie crust. And I'm thinking I'm going to put the foam pie crust on the blueberry pie. We'll go ahead and add this. I'm going to use an acrylic block to help hold that down. And then I'm going to add this pie crust to the cherry pie. Now we're going to layer our pies. I want my greeting on the bottom here, and we're just going to kind of crisscross our pies right in the center of our card. Okay, I think those look delicious, but I always put a sugar crust on my pies. So we're going to bring in some glaze, and I'm going to add a little bit of glaze over the pie here. I brought in some scratch paper, and then I have some chunky clear glitter, and I'm just going to go over the top of the pie here, and then I'll just tap away the excess. I love the texture that this gives for our pies. And this is going to go along the bottom of our banners. Okay, and then using the same color cardstock as we did for the pie, even the glitter cardstock, I have a star punch. What we're going to do is punch out some stars. We'll punch out 2 of each. And then I'm going to take my stars and we're going to add a couple to the pies. And then I'm going to finish off my, since we're a top folding card, I'm going to bring in some baker's twine. And then we are going to go ahead and add this through the inside of our card. And then I will tie a bow off to the left with this. And then that will finish off my card today. Today we used the Photoplay paper Say It With Stamps Holiday Pies die set, and a few extra goodies to create our 4th of July card. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.